Hello?
Giselle. It's Lyle.
Lyle.
I was Daddy's girl.
Jesus, Lyle. It's 3 a.m.
Do you have some time?
Tonight?
Please. It's special.
It's always special. Can't you try somebody else?
No, it's gotta be you.
Flattery's nice, but...
I'll make it worth your while.
Like what?
Extra.
You've always been a cheap bastard, and you're inconsiderate as well. When am I supposed to sleep? I shouldn't have given you my number. Deuce.
Are you crazy?
Go someplace else.
No, wait. Half.
Good night, Lyle.
No, half again. Please.
All right, but this is the last time.
That's my girl.
Oh, fuck, Lyle. You take the cake.
My girl doesn't swear. My girl's a perfect little angel. Pure and innocent.
Give me half an hour.
Why we let you get away with this is anybody's guess. A drink for inspiration. Suit yourself.
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
I'm here, my baby. How's my little girl?
Doesn't anybody want to eat?
Yes, Margaret, we hear you. We'll be down in a minute.
Blaine?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Well, who else would it be? Peter Pan?
Is Ned awake?
I guess.
Well, get him up. He's got to go to work this morning.
He works for me, for God's sake.
Well, hurry him up. Both of you. I'm preparing breakfast for you right now. Blaine?
What?
Do you remember what we had yesterday?
Thursday. Put out Raisin Bran.
Ned, too?
Yes, the whole bejiggered house wants Raisin Bran.
Well, you don't have to swear at me.
I wasn't swearing. Just put out the goddamn Raisin Bran.
Coffee, tea, or milk?
Hey, you talk to her. What?
Do you guys want coffee, tea, or milk this morning?
Coffee. I need coffee.
Give Blaine tea. He's less grumpy on tea.
I swear, that woman. One of these days I'm going to put breakfast instructions on a bronze plaque and hang it up in the kitchen. All right, let's see. I graciously accept this award that you, my fellow businessmen, have so graciously honored me with this evening. And I can only hope that I can continue to live up to such a high honor. I already said honor. To be worthy of such a tribute. Yeah, a tribute. And I only hope that I can continue to live up to the high standards, that I can only hope that I can live up to such a high tribute, and that I will continue to uphold the highest, and that I may continue to, oh, fuck it, just give me the goddamn thing. Today, please.
I've only been in here a few minutes.
That's plenty. Can I get in there now?
As your accountant, I can tell you now is not the time to fatten your expense account.
What are you blabbering about?
Good morning, Mama.
Morning, dear. You look like you're still tired. Didn't you sleep well last night?
No. I had another bad dream. Woke me up.
This is getting to be a habit with you. Maybe you should see Dr. Elrod.
Raisin bran and tomato juice again? We just had it yesterday.
Did we? On Thursday? But your father said that...
Let me make some waffles or something. I can cook, you know.
Oh, don't be silly. It's already set up. Besides, you have to get yourself ready.
Yeah, but does it always have to be the same?
Well, you know your father about these things.
Don't you ever want things to be different?
What do you know about different? Everybody wants something different. It means nothing.
At the moment, I was referring to breakfast.
Well, so was I. Now you made me forget what I was going to tell you. It was important. Now we'll have no more such talk. Just eat your breakfast.
I humbly and graciously accept this award that you have bestowed upon your most humble servant this evening.
That's 4 humbles. If you were any more humble, you'd be institutionalized.
You're good with words. What am I supposed to say to these schmucks?
Why don't you just say thank you?
Oh, come on. They expect a speech of some kind. It gives me class.
They didn't vote for you because of class. They voted for you because you made them money. All right, I'll see what I can conjure.
Do you ever think about it, Mama? Do you ever think about things being different? And this time I don't mean breakfast.
You'll never know, honey. You'll never know. Never mind now.
Morning.
Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning. Your tea is ready.
Tea? You don't want me tea. Get me some coffee.
But Ned told me right away.
What's with you, girl? You look a little worn.
She didn't get much sleep last night.
I just woke up a couple of times, that's all.
Where's my toast?
Coming? I think she should see Dr. Elrod about this.
A couple of pills. Knock her out.
I don't want her getting sick because of lack of sleep.
Imagine the doctor bills then.
I'll just take care of it myself.
Well, see that you do.
Mama, I'm old enough.
Well, take care of it then. Just don't blame us when you come down every morning looking like hell.
Blaine, please, your language. And at the table.
Well, she thinks she's so grown up. Let her handle it. But see that you do. No more sleepless nights for you, young lady. Understand? Don't huff at me like that.
I didn't say anything.
No, but you could have. Just because you're out of school now doesn't mean you know everything.
Discussion? Do I detect a discussion so early in the day before any of us are properly revived? Maggie, you're brewing some of that fine coffee of yours, aren't you? I can smell it.
Why, thank you, Ned. It's been waiting for you.
Bravissima. Good morning, Danny. Mwah. And how was the world's prettiest niece this morning?
Good morning, Dad. I'm feeling okay, I guess.
Good, good. Big brother, you're looking your usual hyperdiastolic self. My sentiments exactly. And you, Margaret, are we all set for the big night ahead?
Don't go clowning around like you usually do. Tonight has to be pretty important to me, and I don't want you mucking it up.
Moi? I wouldn't dream of it.
You know how nervous he gets over things like this.
Big brother has a delicate system.
You're starting.
And you, my charming young lady, are we all set to make a splash at the ball? I dare say it is practically your debut. Will we be seen in something appropriately fetching for such an occasion?
Well...
She's coming into work this morning.
You gave her the day off. This is new. When was this decided?
I don't have to tell you everything. I need to get those reports out today so everybody has them by Monday.
But her new dress.
She can wear one of Margaret's old ones. It's not the end of the world.
You've got to let her go and get her own. How often does she get the chance?
These reports are important too, Ned. More so than my daughter's interest in fashion. Now that's the end of it.
Can't you put Elaine on this, even if you have to pay her overtime?
No, Elaine has her own work to do. Now it's decided. Stop always taking her side.
I don't always take her side.
You do too, and I'm sick of it.
You could have been more flexible. You could have hired a temp or something.
Oh, so I'm going to pay for a temp and my daughter's day off?
We couldn't have that, could we?
This is business, Ned. Someday she'll learn that.
He has other things on his mind besides your vanity, you know. And you shouldn't be so selfish either. After all, this is his big night, not yours.
When am I gonna have a big night?
Let's just get through tonight. And I promise I'll have a talk with him.
Mama.
I will. And listen, I called Gracie right away this morning. That's what I wanted to tell you before when you interrupted me. She said she's willing to stop by and bring you something to wear. That way you won't have to put up with one of my old hand-me-downs, okay?
But it won't be mine, Mama.
No, but it's better than nothing. There now. Feel better? Now let's just keep this little secret between ourselves until it's too late for your father to do anything about it, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Mama.
Oh, darn.
What's the matter?
The toaster stopped working again.
Well, I'll have to take a look at that thing.
Well, then you can take a look at the downstairs toilet, too. It's leaking again.
Why don't you try a plumber this time?
Ah, you and your plumbers. I'll fix it myself.
Fine. Just don't ask for my help this time. You're the one with all the mechanical ability. I'm the book reader. I wear glasses.
We can't afford one.
It's the first time I've heard that all morning. You're slipping, big brother. Must not be as much acid in the coffee this morning.
Put a lid on it.
Tut tut, child. We mustn't awaken the sleeping bear in him. Of course, I'm used to it. I've been vaccinated. You should see the size of the needle he used.
Listen, Ned, I put up with this crap from you all day at work. Is it too much to ask for you to just keep your mouth shut at the breakfast table? I'd like a little peace and quiet if you don't mind.
Ooh, we are touchy this morning. What's the matter? Didn't you get a good night's sleep either?
It's none of your business.
Ooh, so there was a problem.
Last night seemed so real. Those dreams, as if somebody's following me.
That's enough about dreams and whatnot. You're going to the doctor, young lady.
Why don't you try the plumber? Maybe he'd be cheaper.
Now, don't start with me. Don't forget who pays your salary.
All right, so I ribbed you a little. No need to get huffy.
He's just nervous about tonight.
That's enough out of you. Understand, girl?
You don't have to bark at her, too. She's just making an observation. You have been a bit boorish this morning.
Have I? What about you? You're the mouthy one, always encouraging her. I don't want her to end up like you, a freeloader.
Freeloader?
Always talking out of her hat. I don't want you brainwashing her right out from under my nose.
He's doing no such thing.
See? See how she defends you against her own father?
Well, maybe I'd give her better reasons.
You do not, you little scum. Remember when Papa used to call you that? Little scum?
What's this below-the-belt stuff?
Oh, so you still don't like being called that, eh?
Not particularly.
But you're immunized. Anybody ever tell you that story, girl, how your uncle got that nickname? Should we tell your fine niece here all about that?
Stop it.
You remember how our home became a leper colony? Remember the shame on Ma's face? Remember what Papa did when he found out?
Blaine, for God's sake.
Blaine, please.
You stay out of this. You're not so perfect yourself. Or do I have to refresh your memory? Sit down. Sit down. Shouldn't you be getting ready? We're leaving soon. Hey, when I accept the award, do you think I should acknowledge my colleagues with a grand gesture like this? As if to say, if it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't be here this evening. Or should I just give them a little tip of the hat, salute sort of thing, keep it warm and friendly?
Better still, I think you should get down on your knees, wag your tail, and bark like a dog. Maybe even lick the president's shoes if the spirit overcomes you.
Am I going to have to put up with your clever sense of humor all day?
Never fear, I shall behave myself. I know what side my bread is buttered on and who spreads it. I'm in rare form today. Thought it would be a slow end of the week. Looks like business is going to pick up.
By golly, I think you're right. I think I'll call Ed Farley first thing this morning and twist another deal in his face.
Say, I'm good for something, aren't I?
We're going. Go get Sleeping Beauty.
Don't forget your lunches.
Doubtless another delightful deli surprise. Dear Maggie, I can't remember when I've had such an enchanting yet plebeian repose, but of course I have a short memory.
Oh, Ned. Hurry up, Jordana. Bus is leaving.
Gracie, how are you?
Oh, you're looking wonderful.
Marge, I'm so glad you called. I've been trumping around in these shoes all day. I enjoyed the drive out here just to get out of them for a while. I think I brought something that should score a big hit for the evening. So, how are you?
Fine. We're all fine around here.
So tonight's the big night, hey? I suppose the old foghorn's been a real bear to live with these last few days. Of course, why should this week be any different?
Oh.
So how's Jordana taking it?
Oh, well, you can imagine.
Actually, no, I can't. I left my own home before it ever got that way for me. I hope you gave that husband of yours what for.
Oh, well, Blaine's not the kind you give what for, too.
Marge, I don't know how you do it, and I don't know why. You know, I warned you years ago.
Oh, Gracie, please, let's not talk about it.
Fine, let's just deal with Jordana. So, what kind of look are we going for? Are we out to kill, slay a few dragons, make a real statement? Maybe we're demure, or perhaps the little coquette?
Oh, no, Gracie, no. You have to remember, this evening's for Blaine. We're simply putting in an appearance as his family.
Oh, Daddy's little girl, eh? Well, Well, here, for the little princess. But if you ask me, how's this one? Daddy's granddaughter, smart but not showy, won't steal the spotlight from Pop, but everybody's going to know there's a woman inside of it.
Oh, Gracie, that would be perfect.
Mind you, these are just off the rack. They need to be fitted properly.
Oh, I don't know how much time we'll have for that. Maybe I could put in a few pins here and there, but I wouldn't want to ruin it for you.
Let me ask you something. Why doesn't that girl have a proper dress?
Well, she never goes anywhere.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? Crying out loud, Marge. Jordana's a young lady now, with a young lady's figure. And a rather decent one at that last time I saw her. One she should be proud of. Anyway, how's she doing her hair and her makeup?
Oh, I don't know. She never wears makeup.
I wish I could stay, Marge. Forgive me. I don't mean to open my mouth, but sometimes you can really be infuriating. Jordana's a sweet kid. A real sweet kid. But she's still a kid. Or at least she seems to think so. And the two of you treat her as if. She's a steno in Blaine's office. Anybody could replace her. Why don't you let her stay with me for a while? A month, a year? I'll teach her my business if she likes. Or we could send her to business college for a year or two. I'm sure the old goat isn't that cheap he can't afford a little addition to his daughter's education.
Oh, I don't know.
Just listen. I'll see she doesn't get into trouble, but I'll also teach her something about being a young lady. I'll get her to meet people, get her to meet boys, and I'll show her how to handle them. Otherwise, all that sweetness is just going to waste.
But Blaine will never go for it.
Why?
Well,
I know, he hates me. That's his problem. I want to know what you think.
I know I haven't been much of a mother to her regarding these things.
I wasn't suggesting.
Oh, no, I'm not. I know I'm not. I never have been. I've been worried about her for some time now. Maybe this would be good for her. Maybe it's time we pushed her out of the nest.
Trust me, it's the best thing for her. And in return, you're going to get a daughter who's whole, one who's alive. This house, it's becoming a real tomb for her. Please, give her a chance.
But Blaine will never.
Talk to Jordana first. We can always team up and we'll devise a plan to work on Blaine. Now here, take the dress. It's a gift from Cousin Gracie. Alter it, cut it up however you like.
Oh, Gracie, really, this is just too much.
What the hell? I'm just going to say it's a tax write-off. On one condition, that this is part of the Jordana renovation project. I want to see that girl visit me sometime in the near future. You got it?
Well, I can't promise anything.
Don't promise then, just start. Now, what has she got in the way of shoes?
Margaret! Margaret! For God's sakes, where is that woman? Margaret!
What is it?
Where are my cufflinks?
Oh, Ned? Can you help your brother? I'm busy right now.
What the hell are you doing in there?
What's the problem?
Find his cufflinks for him.
What the hell is she doing in there?
She's helping Jordana get dressed.
Since when can't she dress herself?
Since when can't you find your cufflinks? Come on, let's take a look. All right. Where can those pesky little devils be hiding? Come out, wherever you are. Ah, here they are. Top left dresser drawer. Clever little scamps, aren't they? Who'd have thought of looking for them there?
Cut the crap. She's always moving things around when she cleans, you know.
A fiendish plot, no doubt, to keep you perplexed. Or is it to instill mystery into the marriage after all these years?
Don't you have something else to do?
No.
Find something.
I did.
Find something else.
Fine. I'll watch television while you struggle with your speech up here by yourself.
All right. But I don't want you coaching me. It's my speech. If I want to say it the way I want to say it, I don't want you correcting me.
Of course.
Fellow members of the CBA.
Gentlemen of the Cooperative Business Alliance.
I told you not to interrupt me. It's my goddamn speech. It's my goddamn award. And I'll say it any goddamn way I please.
Oh, Gracie, you're a wonder.
Don't I know it? You'd be surprised at how much I charge some people for this.
I want to see.
Settle down, Tiger. You're almost finished. Let's see, what am I missing? Ah, lips, how stupid of me. Are you sure this is the best light we can get in here?
Yeah, unless we use the floodlights for the Christmas wreath.
Well, hopefully she's not going to be under that kind of scrutiny. Here, try this. Oh, no, that looks horrible. Wait a minute. This is more your color. Try this. The first thing we're going to have to do is get you a Hollywood mirror so you can see yourself properly.
Really? Oh, Mama, can I see with Gracie?
We'll see.
Stop jabbering. Tissue. There. Done. Sleeping Beauty, you've met your match.
May I see now?
What do you think? Should we?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what do you think?
Thank you, Gracie. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. Now, if you don't mind, as quickly as possible, I need to make my getaway.
Oh, thank you so much for staying. I don't know what we would have done without you.
Well, when I saw what the situation was, I couldn't very well leave things go to chance, could I?
Well, I wish there was something I could offer you.
Oh, no. It's a big night for you, and I'm just an intrusion, and I'm way late anyway. Roger will be a real bear by the time I get back, and, well, with Blaine on the prowl.
Ugh, I better go check and see if the coast is clear.
Thanks again, Gracie. I just love it.
You just go and have a good time, and remember what I told you.
I would so love to come and stay with you. I mean, do you think I could learn to do what you do?
I know you could. The question is do you want to?
Yes, more than anything.
Wait a minute. On this, your mom and I agree. I think you need to, to have some time to discover what it is that you want.
Oh, but I know I want this.
We'll see. Maybe when you come visit, we'll spend some time looking around. Okay? A party here, an art museum there. We'll try the ballet. Do you like the ballet?
I'm sure it's lovely.
So, Jordana, how do you get along around here? I mean, what do you do for fun?
I read a lot. I have the entire Nancy Drew series.
Nancy Drew?
Yeah, well, I suppose I've outgrown them, but I do other stuff too. I do collages.
And boys?
Boys never liked me.
Maybe they simply didn't know you existed. It's not just about makeup and dresses. A smile and a kind word helps.
I never know what to say.
Prom? No one ever asked?
Oh, I said I'm no good with boys.
Didn't your mom ever talk to you about
Well, kinda. I mean, just the stuff I needed to know.
but not how to live with the other half of the human species. And knowing your mom, it's probably because she herself didn't know. Holy socks, we got our work cut out for us.
Ned has him all wrapped up in reciting his speech. I managed to close the door on them.
Well, ladies, I'm off.
Thanks again, Gracie.
Take care, Marge. Have a good time, sweetie, and you too.
Oh, thanks, Gracie.
Thank you ever so much.
I better call Roger and let him know that I'm on my way.
I can do that. You go ahead.
Bye-bye, Marge. Take care. And I want to hear all about it tomorrow.
Oh, you take care, too. I'll let you know.
My scarf. Where's my scarf?
Oh, you must have left it upstairs. I'll go get it.
I'm going to wait outside.
No, it won't work. Let me do it my way.
You asked me to help you, I did.
Well, I don't like your way. Is that all right with you? Does that upset your great artistic ego when I tell you that your way smells?
Fine, just don't ask my opinion anymore.
I never ask for your opinions, but you always give them to me anyway.
Well, this time you did ask, and now you don't want them.
Well, you get on my nerves, that's why. You and all your picky little details.
I gave you 5 lines to memorize. How hard can that be?
Well, never mind now. It's getting late. They start serving at 7, you know. Are we ready yet? Are you ready? Finally?
Yes, we're ready.
What about the kid? Is she ready?
We're both ready.
Well, you should be. The hell was taking you two so long anyway? What are you up to?
Nothing, Blaine. This is your special night. We just wanted, she just wanted to make it extra special for you, that's all.
Yeah? How?
Jordana, you might as well come out now. It's time. We're all ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
You look lovely, Danny.
Thank you.
Our little girl's growing up, Blaine.
What did you do to her?
We just fixed her up a little. We wanted her to look her best for you tonight.
What's all this? What's that crap on her face?
It's makeup, Daddy.
Well, get it off of her.
Blaine!
Daddy!
Well, look at her. She looks all up.
Grown up?
For your information, this is how young ladies look when they dress up to go out for special occasions.
She's just a kid, for Christ's sake.
I'm 19.
Well, I don't care. No daughter of mine is going out looking like that. My God, she's not even legal yet. You have to be 21 or 25 or something.
There's a law that says when she can wear nylons?
She's got nylons on too.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Blaine, what century are you from? Oh, you look lovely, honey. Pay no attention to what your father says.
I said get that stuff off of her. My God, she looks like a common trout.
She does not. Thank you very much.
You!
Yes, me.
I suppose you're the one that put her up to this.
I only did the remodeling.
Well, then you can unremodel her.
No!
Relax, no one's going to do anything.
Wait a minute. Who are you to say what's what around here?
Don't be an ogre. The way she looks is fine. It's how every American woman starts out. I'm surprised it took her this long to notice.
Well, she's not coming with me looking like that.
Don't you want her to look nice for your special night?
You can stay home with her. I'll go alone. I'll tell her when you were killed in a car crash.
Oh, that ought to impress him.
I'm all grown up, Daddy. Don't you remember my graduation?
Don't you sass me, girl.
She's right, Blaine. She should be going out embracing life. You know, now's the time before she gets too old to enjoy it.
I'm almost too old now.
She is almost too old. Soon she'll acquire piles and crutches and constipation, and she'll spend her days in an iron lung reading Jane Austen with a tear in her eye.
There. You see how you're encouraging her? Her and that meatball uncle of hers will let her get away with anything.
Yeah? And what's wrong with that? She is old enough.
I'm tired of hearing about how old she is.
Blaine, you didn't think you could gain the fountain of youth by repressing your only child.
Babble, babble, babble. Don't give me any of that Sigmund Freud $9 word psycho crap. It's all horseshit.
Blaine!
And don't think you're fooling me with your fancy airs. You and all those husbands of yours. I know what you mean by embracing life. I don't want you turning my little girl into something like you.
I could make an issue out of being insulted, but I think the point here is this. Is she appropriate for your grand ceremony? And I'm telling you she is.
The way she's dressed is quite apropos.
You always got to get your 2 cents worth in. She's what?
She's fine.
She is, Blaine.
She's lovely. You should be proud of her.
I never said I wasn't. Well, is every country heard from? It's getting late. You got me over a barrel. Get your things.
Hallelujah. Gloria Patri. I'll get the car.
I should charge you for dentistry.
Come, honey, you can help me pick out a hat.
I'll be going, Marge.
Thanks again, Gracie.
Have a great time, everybody. Congratulations on your award, Blaine. I know you've been working a long time for it.
Thanks for making my evening.
You and Margaret did realize that she was going to reach maturity someday, didn't you?
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thank God for Gracie. Give Daddy time.
How old do I have to be before being an adult in his eyes?
It's my fault for not preparing you better. It's just that you were always so quiet, so contented with yourself.
Why does he treat me like that?
I suppose he just sees himself aging in you. Sometimes men get that way. They see their little girl growing away from them and they hang on tight, just trying to keep it from happening, to keep themselves from growing old.
He's not going to let me stay with Gracie, is he?
Don't give up hope. Nah, we'll work on him. Give him some time. Meanwhile, you be on your best behavior, especially tonight. Be grateful that he's letting you come as you are. His head's full of himself right now. Just try not to be in his way. Otherwise, he'll get cranky.
You mean he isn't now?
I'll never remember that damn speech of yours.
It's 5 lines, Blaine. Be yourself if all else fails.
Christ, are we going or not?
We're coming.
Give me the goddamn keys.
This is my set. I'll drive. You practice your speech.
Well, put Jordana in the back. God, she's even wearing perfume.
Boarding passes, please.
You know what's wrong with the way we do business, Ned?
No, what's wrong with the way we do business?
We're too nice. Too many favors. Too many free rides. That's all going to change.
They're giving you an award and you're complaining?
No, but I kissed a lot of backsides to get here. That's going to change. After tonight, that's all going to change. Now, I want us all on our best behavior. Got that, young lady? Miss Perfume and Nylons? Reputations are on the line tonight. My reputation.
Heaven's sakes, you've already won the damn thing. You're just picking it up.
Makes no difference. And this goes for you too, Mr. Smarty Pants. Business is what makes the world go around. Everything else is just spare time. And it all hangs on reputation. A reputation is one of the most important things in life. The thing that gets you anywhere is your reputation.
And only your reputation.
Yes. Now, we're a proud business family in this town. People look up to us. Certain respect. That's the point of having a reputation. People look at us and have a certain trust in us. We must keep that trust, that belief. That's something we should strive for every day. Good, honest businessmen and good, honest work.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I hope they don't expect too much from me.
I'm sure they never do.
Oh, ha ha.
And for which we are here. Each year, the Society picks out one among its members who is its greatest achiever, not only in his own business efforts, and our winners have always been among the most successful in their fields, but one who is the most outstanding in the realm of pure citizenship. The most dedicated to his community, the most charitable, the most unselfish, the most magnanimous under all circumstances, the most decent, the most loyal to his family. In short, the most honorable among men. A living ideal, a paragon among those virtues that formed this country and made it strong. I am pleased to announce that this year, that honor and our award goes to none other than your friend of mine, Blaine Davis.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary, fellow businessmen, honored guests, I come here tonight with a humble heart. For who among us in this fine, outstanding business community is not worthy to accept this prize? I feel humbled, honored that you have chosen me to be its recipient. Without honesty, integrity, loyalty to ourselves, our friends, families, neighbors, friends, customers, fellow businessmen, police and firefighters, where on earth would we be? I have always tried to practice, as I think we all should. My motto is the golden rule. You should do to others as you want them to do to you, as it says in the good book. And so, that's all I've done. And if that serves as an example to others, well then, so be it. And I humbly accept this award. I humbly thank you from the bottom of my heart and express my humble best wishes to you all. Thank you.
Well, what did you think about your old boy now? Looks pretty good up there, didn't he? Hello, Mrs. Davis. How are you?
Oh, it was wonderful. Hello, Bill.
So what did you think of the speech?
It was a humbling experience.
I understand you had a lot to do with writing it.
Not really.
And this must be little Jordana. All grown up now. Well, how time flies. How old is she now? 15, 16?
19.
Yeah, how time flies. Well, so what did you think of your dad?
He sure seems happy.
You should, too.
I feel like, excuse me, I'm gonna go get some punch.
I didn't like the roast beef.
What would your mother say if she saw you replacing it with that?
Oh, I haven't seen my mother in years. Want one?
I don't think the bartender would approve.
Why not? It's all paid for. I wish they'd play some other music. This stuff's a drag. Here with your folks, I suppose? Which ones are they?
Man of the Year?
Oh, Big Shot's daughter. No fooling.
What can I get you, miss?
Oh, punch, please?
And you, sir?
We're not... Beer, please. Root beer, that is. So, how does it feel to be the Holy One's progeny?
I don't know. Weird, I guess. I know he's wanted it for a really long time.
My old man's the same way. All these local hot dogs get together in this little club of theirs and try to outdo each other in the holier-than-thou department. Get a little plaque to hang in their living rooms. It's all a bit much if you ask me.
1 root beer and a punch for the lady. Thank you, sir.
You sound cynical.
No, I just think a certain amount of hypocrisy goes along with it. It's bound to. You want to sit outside for a moment? It's stuffy in here.
No, this is fine.
I'm Tom, by the way. And you are?
Jordana.
Look at him, like it was his graduation party.
Well, honors have come belatedly to him, if they've come at all. Can I get you something?
Oh, just a plain soda water, I guess. And see if you can find Jordana.
Can I get a seltzer water and a brandy old-fashioned, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to school this fall. I just wanted to sit out a year before I started. We've got work at home, and I've got my 2 kid sisters to take care of. And my dad wanted me to be sure before he forked over the cash. If you're going to be in town, we could see each other if you like.
I don't know if I will be. It's just been talk so far.
Any reason I can't see you now?
Now? Like, spend time together?
Sure, why not?
I don't know.
You seeing anybody?
No.
Neither am I. So, what's wrong? Why not get together sometime?
Sure. Okay.
What's your number?
Maybe we should make other arrangements.
Sure. Okay. Such as?
Well, did you find her?
Yes.
And?
None of our business. Here, have your seltzer, Maggie. Oh, have a cherry, too.
Did you hear him? Did you see him? Applauding me! Me! Some of them even stood up and cheered.
We heard, Blaine. We saw. I don't know about any of you, but I'm tired.
I bet you thought it would never happen. I bet you some of those old crows that used to sit back on their haunches and throw jabs at me are stewing in their own swill now.
And I'm sure you'll help them if they haven't stewed enough swill to your satisfaction.
You're damn right I will.
Blaine, please.
Good night, everybody. Congratulations, Daddy.
Hey, you, hey, what the hell? Good night, princess.
Congratulations from me, too, big brother. Good night, Maggie.
Good night, you two.
Blaine Davis, for outstanding performance in community and business. Blaine Davis, Man of the Year. It's got a nice ring to it.
Oh, stop your gloating. Now, come on, I want to get my bed ready.
Come on yourself, old girl. How about a light step or two around the floor before we retire? We used to be able to, you know. Come on, we'll show these young tykes we can still cut a rug.
Oh, come on, Blaine, we're not kids anymore.
Who says we're not? Come on, look at that. I can still do the old shuffle.
There's no music.
Who needs music when you're young?
Oh, come on, Blaine. You're a big oaf. It's like dancing with a moose. Now stop it, Blaine! Stop it, for heaven's sakes, you're drunk. Now go to bed.
I'm sorry. I forgot. For a minute there, I thought you were my wife.
And whose fault is that?
Sorry.
So did you have a nice evening, Angel Face?
Yeah, it was okay.
Just all right? Nothing special?
Tomorrow.
Dibs on the bathroom. You have to wait your turn in this house.
Well, don't take all night.
Something bothering you?
No. No.
Not still thinking about yesterday, are you?
No, it's just such a beautiful day outside.
Isn't it, though? But you're not going to finish that by staring at the trees.
I know.
Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor.
Just happened to be in the neighborhood. Thought I'd drop on by.
Oh, pull up a chair and sit a spell.
Thank you kindly. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, back is not what it used to be.
Well, how's the garden coming?
Pretty good, pretty good. At least the gophers seem to think so. Maybe I'll be able to salvage something by the end of the year. Like the chicken wire. Well, how come you're not helping me on a day like this?
Well, I promised Mama I'd finish the shawl for her Aunt Lillian.
Old lady with the whistle in her nose?
It's hard telling Mama no to anything.
I can understand that, but hey, it's not my place to say anything. Your father already thinks I've stolen you away from my own daughter.
Why should he care?
He thinks a lot of you.
He doesn't show it.
He cares more than you give him credit.
He cares about every little thing I do. Mama, too. I'm suffocating.
They could be a little overprotective, maybe, but...
A little? I never get to go anywhere. I don't have any friends. And if I should bring home a boy, well...
Well, is there any particular reason we've embarked on this discourse?
Maybe.
I see. New dress and a night out can do that to some.
It's not that.
No.
Well, maybe it is. It's just last night there was this boy.
I am familiar with the species.
What do you think I should do?
Do you like him?
I don't know. I think so.
And does he like you?
I guess.
What's the problem?
I don't know. I'm such a fool.
You are not. You are a perfectly charming young lady. You should have no problem with this guy. Just be yourself. And if it's your mom and dad who got you worried, well, I guess I could run interference for you.
Would you?
Sure, what are favorite uncles for? It's my best offer, and probably the most I can do for you around here. But yeah, I can do that. Listen, when I was a kid, I was the one that everybody picked on. Your father knew how to throw his weight around, and I didn't. He learned it in self-defense, if for no other reason because of your granddad. You remember your granddad?
Not really.
Well, there was a man with a serious temper and an extreme sense of right and wrong. His right and wrong. Blaine and I could never live up to his expectations. Blaine got to be so good at his defiance that he would do things to deliberately irritate the old man. Me, I learned to hide in his shadow.
Been there ever since. So you see, I know what it's like to be young and excited about the world around you and feel trapped. So yeah, I'll act as mediator between you and your folks. We'll see about this boy and about this offer of Gracie's. Who knows where it could lead?
Dad, you're a dream.
Of course. I am your favorite uncle.
You're my only uncle.
I was looking for flattery, not facts. Try again.
You're my favorite uncle.
That's better. We avuncular types do not demand much, but do require proper recognition for our philanthropy. Now, what can you tell me about this boy?
I don't know. I don't want to see.
Fair enough. But shouldn't we be celebrating? Have we a new beau?
Maybe.
Maybe's good enough to celebrate. What should we do that's festive?
Champagne.
In this house, we'd be lucky to get raisin bran and tomato juice. I know. You finish old Whistle-Nose's shawl. And then later on, after another one of your mother's dismal suppers, we'll sneak out into the backyard and sit under the big elm. We can sip tea and nibble on a few of those ladyfingers you're going to bake for us.
Ah, sir, how presumptuous.
Then we'll watch the moon rise and swat a few arrogant mosquitoes. And we can talk about boys and dresses and parties and elegant balls in the big city. You know, things your parents know absolutely nothing about.
You won my heart.
Well, I suppose I should make an appearance at helping your father fix the downstairs John. That ought to be a million laughs. Try not to look so worried.
Like that, do you?
Tom?
Well, you don't have to look so shy.
What are you doing here?
I've got the car. Thought I'd see what things look like from up on the hill. Very nice. You can see what all the peons are doing from up here. Do you want to go for a drive? See life from the valley for a change?
No?
Sure.
I've got this shawl to finish.
Finish it later. Bring it along. Burn it. I don't care.
I do.
You need a break. Once refreshed by a little country air, you can start in again, full steam until it's done.
You're good at rationalizing.
I thought so too. What do you say?
Why don't we just meet tomorrow at the ice cream shop, like we planned?
Thought you'd be happy to see me. My mistake.
Wait, Tom, please, don't go.
I thought you didn't want me to stay.
It's not that. My family kind of has a knack for chasing people away.
So, Big Shot's possessive, huh? I've met screwball parents before. Usually, once they get to know me, there's no problem.
If you say so.
The father of one girl I dated owned a stable. Stood guard after 10 with a horsewhip in his hand. If I had brought her home late or tried anything he didn't like, I'd have been sliced to little pieces. But what I did instead was march right up to him, stuck out my hand, and said, "Mr. McCaffrey, I'm Tom Bendix, and I'm dating your daughter."
What did he do?
Well, the three of us sat there all night talking real pleasant about the decline of American morals. But he learned to trust me, though. It's all in how you handle people.
I don't think that would work with Daddy.
I could try. You think you're the only one with a delinquent parent? Lots of girls have got your problem. I think I've dated most of them. Anyways, I didn't come all the way out here to be sent out on my ear while you complain about Papa. Car's waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay, I'll go. Just wait here just a second.
You've got the wrong wrench.
How would you know? You're an accountant.
I can see when something fits and when it doesn't.
Gotta be right. Gotta be right all the time.
All right, go ahead. Smash your fingers, see if I care.
It just takes a little skill. What if the pilgrims had said, hey, we don't have the right wrenches. We gotta go back.
Oh, what do the pilgrims have to do with a leaky toilet?
No! Ow! Damn it!
You look like you're escaping.
Come on, this way.
All right, it's 11 o'clock. Where the hell is she?
She's never done anything like this before.
It's all a part of growing up. She'll be back before you know it.
There's a daughter for you. We worked our whole lives to make a happy home for her, and at the first opportunity, the first chance she gets, gone.
I don't think she was running away from home.
Oh, you're so smart. Such wisdom lives here in my home. What possible excuse could she have for sneaking off like this?
She could be lying dead somewhere.
No need to worry yourself with such grim pictures. She may be perfectly fine. Will you stop pacing? You're making me nervous.
I have every right to pace if I want to. It's my daughter who's out there running around like a loose gypsy, getting into God knows what.
How do you know she's running around like a loose gypsy? There may be a perfectly natural reason why she's gone. She may be in the safest of company, the best of care.
Baloney! What else could she be doing?
I'm trying to be realistic.
Realistic, my foot.
My baby!
Stop whining, Margaret.
Who knows what filthy things can happen out in this world? She could have been kidnapped right here at our doorstep.
Don't get yourself upset.
Well, if you know so much, where is she?
How do I know where she is? For all I know, she could be in the Yukon going ice fishing.
And she left without her winter clothes.
Now look what you've done to that poor hysterical woman. For God's sakes, give her a tissue.
She's a big girl, Maggie. She can take care of herself.
Now what are you doing, lying to the poor woman?
Well, it's better than you with all your talk of wild gypsies and whatnot.
Me? You're the one who brought up the Yukon. If anything happens to her, I'll kill her. The nerve of a young girl like that. The absolute nerve to run off like this and leave her family to worry.
Will you please pipe down?
You work all your life to provide a nice home, to put food on the table and clothes on her back. And what thanks do you get? I ask you, where's the thanks for that?
Stop jumping to conclusions, both of you.
Conclusions? Need I remind you that this is all your fault?
My fault?
Yes, and hers too. Hers and that woman, that Gracie. All that plotting, all that scheming with Gracie. Putting her up to things, making her wear fancy dresses and makeup and nylon stockings. Oh, good Lord. Imagine putting her in a place like that. Turning her over to a woman like that. A woman with two husbands.
Not at the same time. She got rid of one of them.
A woman who constantly remarries is no one for a young girl to know.
Didn't she even want to become a nun at one point?
I think that was the divorce talking.
A fat chance she had of becoming one. And that's the kind of place you wanted me to leave her? Husbands traipsing in and out all day?
I merely suggested that Jordana stop by.
And those ideas of hers, all that shopping and face painting and man catching. Look what it's done to her already.
Jordana needs to learn something about being a lady and how to handle boys. Gracie's good at that.
Yeah, too good if you ask me.
She needs to learn sometime. Don't you ever want to have grandchildren?
There's plenty of time for us to become grandparents. Let's not rush things. You're her mother. You should talk to her.
I did the best I could. Besides, what could I tell her?
What your mother told you. Lie like all hell. Quiet.
Blaine, she needs time away from us. That's why I suggested she spend, say, a weekend in the city.
Oh, there's a picture for you. A weekend with Gracie, the fallen woman, in the city. Well, look what it did for you. You with your college handout. So Ma's little boy could be big and important.
All of her teachers said that she should continue her education.
Well, tell her, smart boy. Tell her what it did for you. Tell her how the big city just chewed you up and spit you out.
That was different. The company I worked for went out of business. I couldn't find a job. So I came home to piece myself together. But that was a different time, and Jordana's a different person. The only thing time in the city would do now would be to open her eyes a little.
Sounds to me like all it would do is open her head and pour in any kind of garbage that's out there. And that's what most of those ideas are, too. Garbage. Thank God I was never ruined by spending time in some college in some fancy city.
Please let's not argue about this. We have more important worries at the moment.
This never would have happened if I'd had a son. You know what a really good father would do? He would crack down on her hard. For her own sake and as an example to others. That's discipline. There are enough nuts running around out there without my daughter becoming one. Well, she'll have to learn to uphold her own reputation. Her family's reputation. My reputation. I'll tell you, she'll answer for her actions when she gets home. I'll see to that.
If she comes home, are you sure we can't try the police?
I'm telling you, it hasn't been long enough.
I'm not dragging the police into this. What would it look like?
A concerned parent?
It's your own daughter.
Exactly. And we take care of our own. Like civilized members of a civilized society.
All right, so we're civilized.
Don't you use that tone of voice with me. We're supposed to be a family around here. Let's try and act like one.
Yeah, let's try and act like one. Why don't you try to get some sleep, Maggie?
Oh, I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Gonna sit here in the dark?
Leave the lights off.
It was bound to happen, Blaine. I'm surprised it didn't happen years ago.
Shut up.
You're gonna have to let her go. Face it, she could have run away. But if not, maybe next time.
Leave me alone.
You want me to go in with you? Help explain?
Why should you get in trouble?
It's no trouble. What can they do to me anyway? Besides, people don't like to make scenes in front of strangers. I don't see the hold they have on you.
I'm wondering about that myself.
You gotta live your own life in this world. I'd have never let my old man push me around like that. I'd have squared off with him and said, listen, it's time you got the facts straight. It's my life, and I'm sick of you acting as if it were your own. Then, I'd walk out.
It's easy for you to say. Your father left you.
Yeah, well, I'm right in principle. Besides, he hasn't been on my case since.
People don't treat girls the same.
Oh, that's a lot of crap. It's the 20th century.
Maybe at your house.
Everywhere. It'll be great this fall. You moving to the city, me going to school there, don't you think?
We'll see.
But you do think it would be great.
Yes, I do.
So?
I used to love this yard. When I was little, I used to hide in its many fragrant little niches. In the fall, we would get pelted by nuts that the squirrels would drop at us from every direction. My room is at treetop level. I lie in bed and watch the moonlight come through the branches. Sometimes I wish for things on the moon and the stars. You ever do that?
Never seriously.
I do. Sometimes I wish for things just before I go to sleep and hope that the moon can somehow hear me.
I didn't know the moon could listen. Or grant wishes.
Sometimes. I'd better go in. I really don't want you caught in a family matter.
I insist.
I'm going to drive around and look for her. You stay here and keep her company.
She's here.
Oh my God. Oh my baby. We were so worried about you. Where have you been all day?
Where the hell have
you
you been?
sneak off like that?
Easy, Blaine.
Are
She's
you
got someone
okay?
with her.
I'm alright, Mama. Gee whiz.
Oh my God, where have you been all day?
Well, it's about time you got in here, girl.
I tried to call.
What have you been up to all day?
Just settle.
Give me a chance, will ya?
Well, who's your little friend? Why couldn't you let us know ahead of time?
I'm afraid we all were a little worried about where you'd gotten off to.
Well, I'm waiting.
No,
What have you been up to? What have you got to say for
police.
yourself?
Let's not make a federal case out of this.
What's the idea of taking off like that? Where the hell have you been all day?
Blaine, please.
Give her a chance.
Chance hell. I've been up all night. I don't want to hear any excuses.
We don't even know if she's okay yet.
I don't care. She better have a whale of an excuse if she knows what's good for her.
Simmer down. Now, how are you? Are you okay? Did you get something to eat? Are you hungry? Would you like me to make you something?
No, I'm fine.
No, here, come sit down. I'll go make something.
No, I'm not hungry.
We had something to eat before we got here.
Oh, I see. So, if you'd have called me and let me know that you were going out to get something to eat, well, I wouldn't bother preparing something. Not that a mother's burden should concern you any.
I'm sorry. I couldn't explain over the phone.
What couldn't you explain? What happened to you?
That's my question, which we haven't gotten to yet.
Where could you have gone off to for so long without telling your mother? Now, are you sure I can't get you something? Or your little friend here?
What, are we a soup kitchen?
Blaine, we have company.
She has company. Who the hell is this joker anyway?
Your manners.
Forgive me for not introducing myself right away. I'm Tom. I'm from Mingus.
Nice to know you, Tom. I'm Jordana's Uncle Ned.
Oh, yeah, she's told me a lot about you.
Lied a lot, has she?
Oh, I don't think so.
Then I am in trouble.
This is my mother,
Hello.
Tom, and my father.
Are you two through?
I'm sorry, Daddy. I just didn't
Don't sorry me. I'm waiting for an explanation. By what right do you take off whenever you please, show up whenever you please, and then bring this on your way home? If you think you're going to get away with that, why, you're sadly mistaken.
Please, let's just discuss this.
Discuss this by foot. Don't expect anything from your mother and father from now on. I'll be damned if I'm going to make
Blaine.
special allowances for you. From now on, you're going to do as you're told.
You're talking nonsense.
Let's not be rash. Why don't we just all sit down and have a nice chat?
I really didn't mean to disappear for the whole day.
You might have been in some kind of trouble. For all I know, you could be lying in a gutter bleeding to death.
Any creep could have come along and tried something. Then where would you be?
No need to worry there at all, sir. Your daughter was with me the whole time.
How much do you know about this guy to go running off with him?
I didn't run off with him.
Well, how long have you known each other?
I met him at the dinner last night.
Did you? And which one was your father, young man?
He's a well-known insurance salesman in the area.
The name, young fella. The name.
Abelard Bendix. Independent insurance agents?
Independent? What's the matter? Can't he make up his mind?
I'm sure he can. He just likes a choice.
I'm going to run a check on you, young fella, and you better come clean.
For God's sakes, Daddy, he's not a Russian spy.
When he spends the whole day with my little girl, you never know.
Really, Jordana, we didn't know where you were, what you were doing. For all we knew, you could be lying in a gutter somewhere, bleeding your life away.
We've covered the gutter and the bleeding already.
I don't know what you want me to say.
We want an explanation. We want you to tell the truth.
Everybody keeps interrupting.
So talk already, and everybody shut up.
Go ahead, honey.
I guess I don't have much to say. We just went for a drive, and it kind of turned into a picnic. You know, like the picnics we used to have when I was little? We hung out by the Dairy Queen, and...
You couldn't call?
She did try to reach you.
The phone never rang.
I never made the call. I suddenly didn't know I had to. I'm sorry. I guess I don't have an excuse.
We worried sick over you.
You didn't know why?
What did you do all the rest of the time?
Drove around.
All night?
I took her over to the Lapham Hill site. She said she'd never been there before.
What went on there?
Just talking.
Oh, did it? You suddenly have so much to say?
We just lost track of time.
And what sort of time do you think we were having here?
I'm very disappointed in you.
Well, as long as no harm was done.
Like hell. You think we should just say forgive and forget? Well, you're not getting off as free as a bird around here. First off, you're grounded. No more going out for you.
There is the matter of the shawl. You know I promised Lillian you'd have it done this weekend.
None of this business about picking up strangers. That's out.
Strangers?
And no more seeing him. Understand?
Look, I realize what Jordana and I did wasn't very thoughtful. We're sorry for all the trouble it caused.
You had better be.
The point is, we promise not to put you through anything like this again.
I'll see to it you don't.
Yeah, well, I just think this is all a bit unnecessary.
Who are you to tell me how to raise my child?
The point is...
The point is, young fella, you don't know what you're talking about. You think I'm going to let you get away with this free as a weasel?
No, Blaine.
I want to know from you both. And so help your hides, you better tell the truth. Did either of you do anything that would shame our family's name?
What?
You know damn well what I'm talking about. I know what kind of thoughts crawl around in a mind like yours.
He should. He was once rather crawly himself.
You shut your mouth! Oops. If I find you've tried anything, I'll...
Daddy! Nothing happened. We just spent a nice day together. That's all.
Yeah? And what's a nice day supposed to mean?
I think you're judging us all wrong.
You do you? Well, where the hell did you get to be so smart?
I'm simply saying...
You touch one hair on my little girl's head, had you punk.
Stop,
God damn, little...
For heaven's sakes, mind your temper.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just surprised.
Daddy, how could you?
I think this has gone far enough.
You've no right to treat him like that.
Don't you sass your father. This has nothing to do with anybody's rights.
That's not fair.
None of your business what's fair and what isn't. We have household rules that we all have to live by. And we can't have strangers barging in telling us what to do.
Why can't I go wherever I want with whoever I want? Everybody else my age does.
Everybody else your age is wrong.
Stop asking your father these questions. You know his blood pressure.
My blood pressure can go hang. I'm not going to have her out running loose, not while she's living under my roof.
Look. Don't worry. By fall, this will all be different, I promise.
What the hell is he talking about?
Nothing. Did I say something wrong?
Oh, Tom.
What is he talking about?
Your daughter wants to live in town this fall.
Oh! So that's what all this discussion was about this afternoon. The city. That woman. What have you two been cooking up behind my back?
It was just talk.
I'll bet. And I suppose you're all part of this little scheme to take my little girl away from me.
I wouldn't say that, sir.
Well, I would.
It's not your fault.
Oh. And what have you been filling his ears with, young lady? And what kind of crap have you been spewing out in those little talks with my girl?
Nothing she hadn't thought of herself.
Get out!
Daddy, stop!
I'll teach you to prey on young girls. Be reasonable!
I didn't!
Get out!
All right! It's time I got back anyway. thank you all for a lovely evening. Take care of yourself.
Don't you touch her, ever!
You know, I almost feel sorry for you. But I feel sorrier for them. They have to live with you.
Tom!
Get up, Mike!
Tom!
What have you done to that poor boy?
What do you deserve?
Let go of me!
You stay away from that boy, do you hear?
What's gotten into you?
We'll see about you running off with some guy on the street.
Leave her alone.
He's hurt.
What?
It's Tom. He's not getting up.
Come back here.
Tom! Oh my god. Oh my god, what happened?
I don't know.
You can't see every jiggered thing.
Let's make it a flashlight.
Tom? Tom! Tom,
Dear God.
what have you done to him?
Maggie, get Jordana in the house.
No,
Get her out of here.
no.
Margaret, do as you're told.
What about the boy?
We'll handle it.
Handle it. He needs a doctor.
We'll take care of it. Will you please leave?
Come inside, honey.
No.
Oh, come on. Let's let the men take care of things, okay?
Don't hang on to him for Christ's sake.
Come, Jordana. It's bedtime.
He's not getting up.
Don't argue. We'll handle it. He's just a bit stunned is all.
It'll be all right. We'll look after him. You're only going to be in the way.
Will he be all right?
Yes, he'll be fine. Come along now.
Get her out of here.
I'm trying. Your bowling doesn't help.
Get her in the house and keep her there.
What are you trying to pull? Shh! Blaine, what did you do to him?
I pushed him.
Pushed him? This is from a push? Blaine, he's dead.
No.
I'm telling you, he's dead.
You're wrong.
Look at him.
You're an accountant. What the hell do you know?
Look.
It can't be.
Can you find a pulse? A heartbeat? Is the guy breathing at all?
He's got to be alive. Come on. Come on. Wake up, you son of a bitch.
Stop it. Stop it. You're not going to revive him.
How is he?
He's...
Fine. He just fainted is all. He's coming around.
Oh, well, maybe I should...
We'll take care of it, Margaret. Seems he cut his head a little bit, but Ned's got the first aid kit from the garage, and he'll be okay. You stay with Jordana.
Are you sure? He looked a sight.
Margaret, do as you're told. He's just a little dizzy is all. You'll be okay, won't you, boy? There, you see? He just got the wind knocked out of him a little is all. We'll see he gets home okay.
Well, if you say so. All right. Really, Blaine, see what your temper can do? You should be ashamed of yourself. You be sure and tell him how sorry you are.
I will. Good night, Margaret.
Why did you tell her that?
I didn't want to worry her.
This is no cause for worry.
Let me think.
Oh, great. He's going to think. Now everything will be better. Don't worry, Tom. Mr. Davis here is going to think. I'm sure you'll be up in about no time.
What do you want to do, blab to the whole neighborhood?
How is he?
Well, just a nasty bump on the head, I guess.
Shouldn't we tell somebody something?
Tell him what?
Come, we've had enough excitement for one night. They'll see him home.
A man just died on our back porch. Don't you think the milkman's going to be a little curious when he has to step over the body in the morning?
What did he die of?
What?
What are you going to tell somebody when they arrive?
Are you sure? It looked serious.
Well, well, it was an accident, wasn't it?
In the morning, when we're all saner and cooler, we'll talk all about it.
What, he just tripped and fell?
Oh, now wait, you are not thinking.
I'm not thinking anything, because you won't let me. You just stay here and give me a moment, and don't bother me.
Now, don't argue. Come on.
It's getting chilly. Standing out here like a damn fool. God, he was just inside the house. He was perfectly fine. Funny. My mind is both racing and blank at the same time. How can that be? The question is, what are we going to do about it? I mean, what are people going to think? That's one on me, isn't it?
Shut up.
Lovely the crickets sound tonight. Nothing ever disturbs them. You know, when I was a boy, I remember I used to love to listen to crickets on a hot summer evening, when the heat was just a solid mass and the air was just so still. I used to lie there in my skin, sticky with sweat, and just listen to them. Randall Ebbs. You remember him? Old guy from down the road? He used to tell us that crickets were really all the world's lost souls, and that every night they trilled out their song to call their bodies back to them. I used to lie in bed and think about that, then imagine myself rising and falling through an open window through a field of calling crickets. Funny how you remember things like that.
Give me a hand.
With what?
We have to move him.
Where?
Go through his pockets and check for keys. Kid had a car, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Why?
He had an accident. He drove off the road and had an accident. He was so upset when he left here in the middle of an argument that he didn't watch the road and he had an accident. What are you looking at?
You can't do that.
You just watch me.
Blaine.
Get his keys. I'll take his arms.
So you're gonna drive him over a cliff in a fiery crash to cover up evidence like they do in the movies? Do we? Do you have something to hide?
Look, I don't want a bunch of damn police wandering around here asking a bunch of damn questions. It was an accident, okay?
Well, if it was an accident, why worry?
Well, some people might not see it that way. And I don't want my name dragged through the mud over some stupid kid.
Oh my God, you're a case. So, to erase the boo-boo, you're gonna do away with both man and vehicle? Agatha Christie applauds you.
Shut up and give me his keys.
Where are you gonna find a cliff to drive the car over around here? You're gonna have to go through 4 or 5 counties to find a halfway decent drop. And then, you're still gonna have man and car left behind as evidence. If they have enough to go on, they could trace it back to us.
We'll erase him. Completely. There's a marsh 12 or 15 miles from here, with a pond in it deep enough to swallow up everything. We'll dump his car in there. And even if they do stumble across it, they won't find a body.
And where will he be? In an eagle's nest?
In your garden.
What?
Look, they can't come around here without a warrant. And the police can't get a warrant unless they know everything already. And they can't know that unless somebody tells them something, right?
Not in my garden.
Why not? I'm sure a kid who shoots his mouth off like that will make excellent fertilizer. What's the matter? You're afraid we're going to mess up all your pretty flowers?
I can't live with knowing he's under there.
You'll do as you're told.
Someone will find out. He'll be missed. He has family.
He was a punk kid who rebelled and ran away.
If you just admit what happened, it won't be such a big deal. But if you go and hide the body and someone finds out, you'll be on trial for murder.
No one will find out.
And I'll be an accessory.
Listen, you little chicken shit. I make the decisions around here, and I say we bury him.
This is madness, Blaine.
I'm not going to have my whole life's work go down the drain because my fool daughter showed up here with her fancy man.
I don't know you.
Where are you going?
Going to call the sheriff.
Not.
Don't slap me again. Can I get up now? You're gonna push me too.
Grab his feet.
I can't do this.
Grab his feet.
Not in my garden.
What, are you gonna cry on me now?
It's not a place of death. It's the only joy I have left. The only thing you'll allow me.
I don't give a fuck. You're a nobody. You always were. But I'm not. I'm not gonna have my reputation go down the drain because of some kid.
Nothing I say is gonna make a damn bit of difference.
Goddamn right it won't. Douse that light. Want someone to see us? Well, we'll take them out through here. Margaret, what are you doing up?
Aren't you coming in?
In a minute.
Is that boy still there?
No, he left already.
What are you two doing?
Just talking. I have to fix the porch light. I thought I might want to put another one out here. How's Jordana?
Upset?
Why aren't you with her?
It's you who should talk to her.
I will. I'll be in a minute. Why don't you go and smooth things over for me?
Very well. But this time you have your hands full.
Oh, and shut the light off. No sense wasting electricity.
Can you see your way in?
Sure. Let's go.
All right. Not so fast. This guy's heavy.
Stop your whimpering and dig.
You know how long it took me to get it to look like this?
Well, you're better off than he is.
Mama? Is that you?
Shh, honey, go back to sleep.
You ever gonna explain this patch to Margaret?
No, and neither are you. She gets curious, tell her it's gophers. Come on, go get rid of that kid's car. I'll drive, you follow. Just checking on... What's going on?
Jordana! Oh my God, my baby! What happened to you? Oh, what have you been doing? Blaine still asleep?
I guess so.
Well, I'm glad someone's getting their beauty rest. Oh, sure, baby. It's okay. Oh, there, darling. It'll be all right.
You know?
Jordana's room looks right out into the garden. Or hadn't you thought of that?
He thought that the darkness would be enough.
We're not fools.
Should we tell him?
We'll have to. Didn't you tell him it was wrong?
Tell him? You know what he's like when he gets a bug in his system.
Good God, for once in your life you could have stood up to him.
Me? I resent that. I resent that wholeheartedly.
All right, forget it.
What? I mean, you know what I've had to do? What kind of a crack is that? And what kind of
I said forget it.
mousewife have you been to him all these years?
I'm just his housekeeper. I'm not his wife. I don't even have access to such mystery haunts as yours on your weekend business trips.
That's a cheap shot, Margaret. You've always been the prissy little fool with concerns about Raisin Bran and tacky prints and Ladies' Home Journal and frivolous fussings over empty etiquette to concern yourself with what's really going on around here.
Oh, no, there, darling. No one's fighting. What was I supposed to do? I mean, after her, I had no second chance. I had no choice. I am Catholic, you know. It was her and here, or nothing.
I felt the same. Different reasons, of course. I guess we're both refugees.
We're saying things to each other we shouldn't. What's past is past. What we need to concern ourselves about now is what to do about all this.
I don't know.
Well, that boy has a family. They're going to wonder.
I know. The question is how.
Well, you know lawyers, don't you? I mean, Blaine must have at least one working for him.
Yeah, corporate type, sure, but not criminal lawyers. We've never had a need for one.
All right, then they can steer us on to a good defense lawyer, and he could advise us and kind of act as a go-between, couldn't he?
Between us and the police? Or between us and Blaine? He considers the matter closed and that he came out the winner. You want to tell him different?
It's not going to be easy, however it's done.
Daddy should do it. Daddy should tell everyone.
Be still. I think we should just get you all cleaned up, okay? And we'll talk all about this in the morning, all right? Well, come on, upsy daisy. I'm taking my little girl upstairs.
No.
Don't be stubborn. Come along now. First thing in the morning, Ned, I want you to call one of your lawyer friends and tell him everything. And then ask him what we're supposed to do.
All right.
Here we go. I promise to stay in your room tonight. How's that, okay?
Everybody up? Jesus, Blaine. What's with all the lights? What do you think? Sit down.
Why?
You're not fooling anyone, Blaine, and you're not going to. How do you expect us to fool the rest of the world?
It's simple. Nobody says anything.
Well, that ought to be easy. We've had enough practice. It's not that simple. Not this time.
I'm not going to jail. I didn't kill that boy. I didn't mean to.
I know. Can't we just call Henry Burke, explain the situation to him, He owes you a favor. You've sent him enough business.
Oh, come on, that jerk.
I'm sure he'll be able to give us an idea of what all the complications are and what our best options might be. I mean, Christ's sake, it was an accident. There should be somebody who's able to understand.
I'm not going to get myself tangled up in all kinds of legal machine works. For Christ's sake, they'll have me in Siberia for 100 years by the time you're through with me.
Oh, so you're just going to leave that kid out in the yard and pretend he never showed up?
Well, look, we'll say,
We don't know that there was an argument and he just left? Gee whiz, officer, we thought he was home snug in his bed. People will start to snoop around, and they'll start to ask a lot of questions. Do you think Margaret's going to be able to keep quiet? Could I? Could you? Could Jordana? What will your own daughter say now that that boy will never show again? She's still going to be your little girl? Will she still look up to you as daddy? Do you even want her to? You know she was out there tonight. Where? Where do you think? She came in here all covered in dirt. Her hands looked like she'd been clawing the ground. What, tonight of all night she decided to plant tomatoes by moonlight? Sit down. Sit down. She's not going to blab at anybody anymore tonight. The point is you've lost her. The one person you couldn't afford to lose. Maggie, me, we're conveniences. Not her.
she won't desert me.
She already has. You've never had the hold on her like you have on Margaret and me. She's never understood your terms. She's an innocent. She still sees you as daddy.
I am, you know.
Not in your heart, if you even have one. I know how you've been twisting inside.
What do you know?
What do you call a grown man who steals his daughter's underwear? For what purpose? Don't look at me like that. I've had my suspicions.
It's not what it seems. I don't even know you were there.
I don't mean tonight. I saw you another time. It doesn't matter when. Took me a while to figure it out. But then again, I'm a little slow on the pickup.
The others?
Don't worry. I've had practice at keeping my mouth shut about such matters. I don't think they know. But one good guess could change all that.
I suppose you think I'm some kind of a pervert when you're that one.
I don't know what to think. I'm in no position to judge. Actually, I think you're to be commended for keeping it to yourself this long.
Yeah, so, your point?
Look what it's done.
You're getting on my nerves.
I've never been afraid of what I was, despite you and Papa. At least I could look in the mirror and admit who and what I was looking at. But you can't. Look what it's done to us. We've been playing a charade at being a family for all these years. And now you want us to play another, more dangerous game.
I took you in when you came crawling back, jobless, your face a piece of hamburger. I let you work with me. I even let you go off on your errands to see your men. As long as it was out of town and away from people we knew. And this is the thing.
Yes, for that I thank you. You played noble and married Margaret. For that, she thanks you. You raised Jordana despite becoming your ideal. And for that, she thanks you. How many more years do we have to go on thanking you? Is this your next honorarium? This house is your personal drainage ditch. And all your lectures about reputation and business make me sick. Shut up! Blame. I don't blame you for how things turned out tonight, nor everything that's gone wrong over the years. We're all a little guilty. Margaret and I share your guilt. But there's one clean spot in all of this. One part that is unsoiled by the way we've screwed up our lives. And that's Jordana. Jesus, Blaine, spare her innocence. Be daddy. Say you're sorry. And tell the police what happened.
You really think anyone's going to listen to my side of the story?
Jordana might, in time. It's worth a try.
Leave me alone. You've said your piece. Great fat fool. Come on, answer. What is that number? Hello? Yeah, let me talk to Henry Burke. Yes, I know it's after 4 in the morning. Let me talk to Henry Burke. His answering service? Well, beat that. Goddamn city lawyers can't even have their own phone. Listen, you tell that jerk. Tell Henry Burke that he should call Blaine Davis first thing in the morning. I'm a client of his. It's very important. Yeah. Goddamn snotty little bitch. I come before you a humbled man. Due to certain circumstances, I feel I must yield the presidency. No questions, no photographs. Why wasn't it you that died?
Would the sheriff be there? It's important. There's been an accident. Not a car. Yeah, I could speak to him. That'd be fine.
Jordana, what are you doing? What's the matter? It's okay. I fixed everything. Everybody's going to be all right, really. I've done the fatherly thing. You like that, don't you? You and that boy of yours?
Daddy?
That's right, Dad. Good old Dad.
You okay?
Why should I be? What's the matter? What are you afraid of? It's Dad.
You don't look right.
Ah, too bad. You do. You're an awfully pretty thing. You know that? Gracie was right. My own daughter, pretty girl. At least I did one thing right in my life. I guess. Who never thought a wildebeest like Margaret could have such a pretty girl? Dad, guess I'm not such a much after all.
You're hurting me.
It wouldn't kill you to have a kind word for me.
I didn't know you wanted one.
I made a mess of things. What are you crying for that old buzzard for? She can't save herself, let alone you. Stop it, it's Dad. Stop it, I'm struggling. It'll all be over with in a minute. Stop it! Stop! Jordana? Jordana? Jordana, wake up! Jordana, you wouldn't be pulling a fast one on your old man now, would you? Jordana? Snap out of it!
Jordana?
Jordana, what's the matter? You okay?
Jordana?
Oh, God.
What's going on? Jordana! My God! My baby! My baby! My baby! Oh. No! My baby! No! Oh, it's no good! It's no good!
I fixed it like you said.
No.
Only she wouldn't believe me. It's the truth, I swear it, I swear it! What have you done? She made me. She made me. It's her fault. You saw her.
Oh, you monster! You monster! Oh, jeez! Oh,
you think I wanted that? You think I ever wanted to do that to her?
Of course not.
She was my baby too. Ned, help me.
How?
I'm innocent. I tell you.
Wayne?
I'll prove it.
Wait.